Hey people, Indra here, Privy 3 Faction War. This is Eversor Stronghold and Ordo Malleus versus Eldar. For the blue Ordo Malleus team, BattedNutria is a brother captain, a durable hero walking through objects, cannot be suppressed, with powerful offense and support fighting in melee alongside Sergeant Smith 501 as a Daemonhunter, a melee spellcaster, a strong support and control, and rounding off the team, GoldenChicken as an Eversor assassin, a risk-reward melee brawler that explodes on death. Red Eldar team, Flaming is a Farseer support hero fighting in melee with some powerful buffs and control. Old 3 DLC here. Is this recolored a bit? I see some red and stuff. I don't know. Alongside the Tensos, Warp Spider Exarch, teleporting hero fighting in ranged combat by default, great for capping and harassing with some powerful control. They are indeed harassing the mid, trying to get their army up to cap the VP. There we go. And rounding off the teams, Mr.Crewfinity as a Warlock, a melee spellcaster that leaps into combat, some powerful disruption and support there on the east side against the Eversor, trying to defend this natural power for the Red Eldar. This one's quite hard to hold near the VP, same for the Ordo Malleus on the west side. And there's also easier powers to hold west side here for Eldar, south and northeast here for Ordo Malleus. Looks like Eldar capping mid. Nope. Oh wow. Strat Squad got very low in amongst those Howling Banshees. And there's a bunch of hotshot lasguns opening up. I think the Daemonhunter's downed here, but easily revived. Yep, down they go. Easily revived from that location. Here comes the Eversor Assassin. Guide up on those Howling Banshees with those power weapons, slicing up the Strat Squad, dropping a model so fast. That Strat Squad there. Now the brother captain shows up. Banishment flies out, and a Destructor flies out. There's we are, the hammer from the brother captain, providing some defensive buffs. The Eversor is going to be downed, I think, there by the Banshees. Yes, but explodes on death. Do the Banshees get away? They do get away. More Banshees chasing through. That's double strike squad there for Sergeant Smith. I guess BattedNutria is going to get level 2 just reviving stuff here. Warp Spider continues to harass. It's the Warlock on the central VP. Both of the Eastern players just gave up over here. And, oh, it did get a bit of a power bash. Oh no, that's being built. It's not a power bash. They both gave up and just came mid to fight. Fair enough. These guys aren't going to be able to do much because there's a Shuriken on the way on the mid. And the Strat Squad can't really fight that super well. These guys dropped a model too. They need to back off. Warlock coming in after grabbing the cap. Warp Spider could maybe grab this wreck point as a decap maybe. Meanwhile, Farseer getting through on the blue team's natural victory point. Got the decap at least. There is the Psychic Burst to mess up her energy and slow her down. Powerful thing to do against the Farseer. She's usually quite ability heavy. Daemonhunter gets revived and runs away. And this is going to get level 2 for the brother captain here. Taking a bunch of firepower, but able to stand up through it and get the revive done. Howling Banshees with aspect of fleetness for the Tenso. Any other aspects? Yes, fleetness for Flaming. Nothing, no, for Crewfinity back at base, these Banshees. Contested power turns blue. What are you getting debuffed by? Oh, you're getting debuffed by the Shuriken pistols on the Rangers that debuff damage resist. Oh, they just got their sniper rifles up. I'm not sure if those pistols have standard 38 range or if it's shorter. I think it's maybe shorter. But now they have their long rifles up. They're okay. Staying longer range. Getting bursts of damage in, 21 per hit per rifle. They fire quite quickly too for a sniper rifle, it feels like. Banshees with the war shout, suppressing the strike squad, but there was too much there for them to deal with. Daemonhunter has the blessed icon, Word of the Emperor. Increases speed of allied infantry and reduces their damage by 40%. I believe it, because I used to think that gave... I used to believe it reduced the damage they do, and then I believed it gave you 40% damage resistance, which sounds mad, but I believe it is indeed reducing the damage they deal. It's kind of like Fleet of Foot for the Eldar. There's a way to get a big speed boost, but you're giving up damage doing it. I wonder if that's going to be changed a bit. Maybe they could tone down the speed bonus and remove the damage malus. At least I believe that's how it works. Certainly, as rules as written here, reduces their damage by 40%. That's how it sounds. It also has Armor of Fortitude to give Indomitable temporarily places a unit in stasis, which is what you saw on that strike squad there. So they can't be damaged, but also can't do stuff. Great way to get things into position. Maybe run down a guarding weapon team or something. A suppression platform. These guys are going to set up. And there's Indomitable. They're going to use it to close the distance. Even the Banshees ran off there. Maybe they don't know what that buff is. Nice grenade, impact grenade from those stormtroopers. Really messed up the Banshees. That was nicely done by GoldenChicken. Another shuriken here. This is the strike squad of Sergeant Smith. Grabbing the Eldar natural VP, are they? No, they want to go for the power, I think. Just generally what you want to do early on is bash the power rather than go for VPs if you have that option, I think. Shuriken sets up, grenades going in. Shuriken does not set up. Operative's able to get some melee in there. These guys have shotguns and a bunch of nasty tricks. They can throw smoke bombs and incendiary bombs. All kinds of shenanigans. Break their retreat. Strat squad. Oh, I don't think they bashed. They didn't bash it fully. Shuriken sets up again. Lots of shurikens to deal with. We do see interceptors from BattedNutria. Purgation, no, more strike squad from Sergeant Smith. Grenade doesn't do much there. Retreated at just the right time. Mr.Crewfinity asking for a revive. Where are you? Oh, on the east side. Maybe Tenso can teleport over and get it. Looks like they're coming over. Daemonhunter there. Get out of it. We have heavy gauge death spinner for the Tenso's warp spider on the west side. Bunch of dead stuff. Strat squad gets away with a single model there. Maybe they tried to face tank the guardian weapon team. Brother Captain also flees, has the Blessed Aegis. Now a power bash maybe for Eldar, while the Farseer decaps the VP. They've already used guide by the looks of their energy. Are you guys going to shoot? There we go. Double shurikens here for flaming. And it's tier 2s all around. In fact, GoldenChicken already has a Rhino on the way. Any war gear for the Eversor? Nope, but they're getting assault armor up for the charge. I'm not sure if he can charge into a suppression platform and survive. At level 2, we'll see. How much more health does this give him? 150. And a little bit of health regen. It's a nice armor. Getting any kind of mobility stuff on a melee hero is obviously great. On the west side, Sergeant Smith's Daemonhunter helping out, trying to get a flank here on flaming. Get rid of both of the shurikens. They've double strike squad, of course, remember. And they pack a punch early on. Get them both into melee with something on retreat. They're going to hurt. Looks like they cancelled that third strat squad and got tier 2 and a purgation on the way. And Justica up on one of the strat squad fellas there. Oh, hey. Bio Meltdown up, takes out the shuriken. Global ability of the Eversor, damaging all units nearby, even allied ones, also damaging the Eversor as it goes. But it's quite nasty. It's quite nasty. Survived it. They survived it. The Rhino here with a heavy bolter turret, so a decent amount of anti-infantry damage off this thing now, as long as that storm bolter on the front can shoot, and that has a limited firing arc rather than the turret on top that can spin 360. Here's the purgation from Sergeant Smith with their default incinerators, unable to suppress those Banshees though, who get in and chop them up quite badly. Quite badly indeed. Needed to use the Purge by Flame thing, or Purge by Fire is it? I'm not sure. Very quickly there. Operatives. Are they looking to... Oh, they don't have their fallback plan yet. These Howling Banshees have aspect of strength, able to do some good damage to the Rhino, and a nasty grenade went in on that blob of infantry there. Nicely done by Crewfinity. These guys battle equipment, flaming with a Wraithlord on the way. Wraithlord already up, but a Tenso, here it is, doing some work. Shoulder-mounted Bright Lance. Got their power... Oh, they got their node bashed. They have all their gens up, but of course they're not getting any benefit from them. While the node is down, sync kill for the Daemonhunter with the Force Glaive. A power weapon. a pretty good power weapon, to be honest, over 70 DPS, and they keep their sidearm with it. Not sure what kind of sidearm the Daemonhunter has. It's a bolt pistol, so I'm assuming it's like 15 or 16 DPS, something like that. This also gives him Inferno, which triggers on the Daemonhunter, dealing damage and knockback. It triggers after a few seconds. You see the effect, and then a few seconds later, so you can dodge it, maybe. The Wraith Lord of Flaming with a Shuriken Cannon shoulder mounted for lots of anti-infantry damage. But there's a Vindicator Assassin from BattedNutria getting turbo penetrator round shots in. Good damage to large targets. Stormtroopers need to be careful here. They indeed flee. The Tenso gets the revive, almost level 4. Farseer has Armor of Fortune. They had Banshees, didn't they? Yeah, I think all 3 had Banshees, so I guess Flaming lost their Banshees. You can see some of them here. Shuriken getting some repair. Not Shuriken. Wraith Lord getting some repairs. There's the melter from the operatives, rather. Given to them by their sergeant. They can do so many tricks, those operatives. Oh, Fortune up on the Wraith Lord. I don't often see it on vehicles. That massive Fortune effect there. It says allied unit. Very rarely you see it thrown on a vehicle. There's Indomitable. Oh, I didn't come in time to save them from that model loss from the Wraith Lord swing. This is a bad fight, Mr. Daemonhunter. Was trying to get in on the Shuriken, of course. Oh, hey, Conversion Beamer. Getting shots in on the Wraith Lord, doing big chunks of damage. I don't think it's going to get away. Down it goes. That guy was quite far forward there. And this Wraith Lord should back the hell off as well with the amount of hit points it has. We have a Melter Bomb. Eversor just charges through some allied strike squad to get the Melter Bomb thrown, maybe? Did they throw it? They did not throw it. I'm not sure if they tried to throw it. There's Guide up on this Shuriken Cannon. Goes through a Bright Lance. That's nasty. Guide is still up. Brother Captain comes in, though. Look at that damage from the Bright Lance. And a Wraith Lord comes in. And it's going to go down because there's a Banshees there as well. There's Psychic Assailment on that Purgation. Global buff from the Daemonhunter to improve ranged damage and range as well. It's kind of like the Warp Spider's cracked shot, actually, I believe, which I haven't noticed being used yet by the Tenso. Maybe they want those sweet, sweet Eldritches. Autarch is in, which is Flaming's sub-commander that passively damages nearby allied infantry with a damage resistance aura. Very quick on her feet. Can jump around and do great mobility plays. Some upgrades for her too. We see the Force Shield upgrade coming. So these are Flaming's and Crewfinity's Wraith Lords. The Tenso lost the Wraith Lord, I think. There's Inferno. Look at that. That's cool. Tier 3 for the Tenso. More Dark Creepers for Mr. Crewfinity. Interceptors with the disruptive Furious Intervention teleport, but he eats a nice grenade from the Tenso there. Eversor getting stuck in. Level 4, that guy. What was that? Grenade. Oh, is there a Psych Out grenade? Did it affect them? Does it affect them? Maybe it just affects everything. Brother Captain's down. Should get revived relatively easily from there, I think. Eversor's capping mid. And they've decapped the Eldar's natural. Strat squad of Sergeant Smith getting it done. Operatives need to be careful here. They can retreat and drop. Oh, they still don't have fallback plan. I thought they were going to drop and retreat and drop the flash grenade thing. Oh, the Banshees could have finished them there. I think the Wraith Lord messed up their pathing. 274 to 341. Purgation on the field, setting up the Conversion Beamer. That backhand special from the Wraith Lord. I don't need my sword. Let's backhand these fools. Multiple melters go in from the Eversor and the operatives, and down goes the Wraith Lord. They dealt with it so fast. Oh, Daemonhunter also has Banishing Cloak, got Rites of Exorcism. Cripples and weakens enemy vehicles. It does exactly what it says. I think it increases the damage they take and slows them down. It's pretty powerful anti-vehicle assistance kind of thing. I guess you'd call it a soft anti-vehicle, since it doesn't do the job by itself, typically. Oh, here's Psychic Fortress, slowing down and draining the energy of nearby enemies. You cast it on an allied unit. That's global from the Daemonhunter. He's got some cool global stuff. That could be really bad. It's a really nice tool to have against enemy Terminators as well, which of course the Eldar don't have. Was that a friendly grenade? I think that was a friendly impact grenade that messed up that strat squad there. Little bit of an oopsie from BattedNutria. Sergeant Smith's fellas look alright, taking out a shuriken. Good little push from the Ordo Malleus. They took the mid as well. Level 5 Daemonhunter here. Through Indomitable on themselves. There's a Singing Spear for the Farseer. Heavy melee weapon. Also has Runes of Reaping. Some repairs now for the Wraith Lord. A bunch of repairs. And the Autarch has her spear. But the captain's still down here. Have they called for a revive? They just did. So he might... Oh, Seer Council's been spotted. Before I even spotted it. Here they are. From the Tenso. Power melee squad. That provide a ranged damage resistance aura that they themselves benefit from. So that was stacked with the Autarch's aura, I assume. Which is quite powerful. You can also get the aura from the Avatar to make a nasty roaming melee death squad for Eldar. Which is really cool, I think. I like that they have this specific, really painful late game melee build they can run. Nice grenade there from GoldenChicken. Helped out those operatives, and they do get away, I think. No, they don't. Why did I say words? Guardian squad finished them off. Grey Knight Dreadnought hits the field for GoldenChicken. All other players opting for the tier 3s. GoldenChicken stays in tier 2 to get this guy up. He's got to do a lot from them. Got to do a lot for him. They start off with that big heavy flamer thing. Incinerator, I'm not sure what you'd call it. This is Ulcer's Kill Zone. Kill Zone is up for GoldenChicken and the Eversor Assassin. Guess it makes sense fighting against a Seer Council and Banshees. So they might get a melee Dreadnought then. Yep, melee Dreadnought on the way. That's going to be bad news for these Eldar. These melee Eldar guys. This Kill Zone is nuts. Reduces melee skill and increases the damage they take from melee attacks. And it buffs the Eversor's melee skill and melee damage. Pretty awesome. As long as they're in that area, of course. So if you can combine it with some kind of slow, that'd be great. Eversor goes after the Warlock now. Massive cracks. That's nasty. Gets him. Eversor does not mess around. 254 to 299. What is the response to this Dreadnought now? Eldar are quite depleted, although it's only BattedNutria that has more than 3 units on the field. Everyone's had trouble preserving stuff along the way. Sergeant Smith still got both their strat squads. Well, I guess all the strat squads are still alive, right? Yeah. Vortimer Razorback on the way for Sergeant Smith. Where are those Dark Creepers? Here they are. Keep missing them. Uh-oh. Vindicator's getting heavy gauged. Has to run. Brother Captain swings and misses. Oh, crack shot on himself to try and finish off the Vindicator. I don't think it's going to work, though. Maybe a waste of crack shot. Here come more Seer Council. What is this? Oh. Using the Rift Tear. Oh, they have Armor of Fortitude back. They got rid of the Banishing Cloak because I guess there's no vehicles around. Here comes the Avatar. Can you use the Banishing Cloak thing on Avatars and Great Unclean Ones and the like? Does it have to have vehicle armor? They're getting the Banishing Cloak back. Not sure if Rites of Exorcism needs to be on something with vehicle armor. I'm going to throw it on the Wraith Lord, I assume. Maybe. Is there an effect for it? There we go. Oh, they're going to have enough to deal with it. Looks like they are. Vortimer. Yeah, Vortimer messed it up when it had that thing on it. And they had a million strat squad smacking on it too. Rites of Exorcism doing some work so far, eh? What's going on the east side? They don't want to engage the Dreadnought in melee. Dark Creepers aren't a huge amount of help with Inferno PvP damage, but they are very good against infantry. Tearing through that Stormtroopers, and then they run and throw their grenade, and there's the off-map Vindicare support, providing location data on everything that's a global of the Eversor. West side, the actual Vindicare is hanging out. You guys gonna cap? No? Are they fast capping operatives? I can't remember. I don't know why these guys don't have fallback plan yet. They don't care about the incendiary grenade, I guess. Or the breaking of the retreat stuff. So I'm pretty sure it shows in the unit card, unless I'm mad. There's Inferno, nicely timed to mess up that Banshee. Here comes a big mob of stuff though. Avatar and Seer Council auras. And if Flamey can get their Autarch in there, yes, she is in there. That's scary. There's a bunch of damage resist, damage buff, and suppression immunity all in there. Now, where is the brother captain, the Demon Hunter? They're off the field. I want to see if they can use Rites of Exorcism on this guy. I don't know if they can. Here's the kill zone. Don't step into the kill zone with a Dreadnought, guys. Bad news. Down goes the Eversor. Dark Creeper's done a good job on DPS there. Focused him down. Eldar take the mid, 254 to 198. Paladins, as you may have spotted, have joined us. Unique unit for the brother captain, so only BattedNutria can get them. Heavy melee demon hammers. Wailing Doom, really good hit. Vortimer still around. Is that another Vortimer? It is. Getting the Hunter Killer missile upgrade. They do have the Banishing Cloak. I didn't spot the Rites of Exorcism effect on the Avatar, but maybe it was there, I just wasn't paying attention. There's Fortune on the Avatar. There's an Eldritch as well. Holy Ground's also up there for the Paladins on the right of your screen, slowing down enemies and speeding up allies. Yes, there is the Rites of Exorcism. Avatar might drop right here, right now. Looks like we have the Nemesis Demon Hammer for the brother captain himself as well. Dreadnought comes in and smacks him. Down it goes. That's a good anti-melee tool for the brother captain to have. The Demolishing Strike. Inferno. Yeah, Strat Squad just got wiped there. That was, I think that was Flaming Strat Squad. Not Strat Squad, Seer Council dumbass. Big Demolishing Strike. But it doesn't stun, eh? Yeah, it doesn't stun. It just knocks you back. Am I mad, or does the Sweeping Doom stun for the Chaos Storm? Maybe I'm just misremembering that. Flaming says I'm dead. That was a hell of a push. Hell of a push. Paladins soaked up so much damage there. Have they switched out? Yeah, they switched out of the Banishing Cloak. No more Rites of Exorcism. Charging Eversor. There's Bio Meltdown. Explodes. Ouch. Yeah, if they die under Bio Meltdown, you get an even bigger death explosion. That was awesome. Double Vortimer's getting quite low, being chased by Fire Dragons now. Was that a Dreadnought's getting repairs also? This could switch around quite quickly. If GoldenChicken loses their Dreadnought and both of those Vortimers fall, all of a sudden Eldar back in Momentum Town, if that's a town. Fusion gun up for the Autarch, that's more anti-vehicle there. Farseer's got a Singing Spear. They can tear through the vehicles quickly, they can claw their way back in here, I think. Eldar needs to get their natural back, so do the Ordo Malleus. Farseer in a fight for her life. Throws Fortune on herself. Runs away now. What is this effect here? Oh, he put Psychic Fortress on himself, I think, there, the Demon Hunter. Usually you see it on an entire squad, it's very easy to spot. Level 9 Demon Hunter, by the way. He's been pretty awesome, that guy. Some late Stormtroopers for Sergeant Smith to help repair things. Autark trying to get it done. Right Lance sets up, can't do much against this infantry. There's an energy burst, but this is a bunch of Eldar melee. That's nasty. Oh, hey, Battle Rights is up from the Mantle of Terror. Also gives them a bunch of personal bonuses, health, energy regen, and ability cooldown reduction. Ordo Malleus sitting pretty in the mid. Where to park the Land Raider? Mid? Indeed, the mid. Here comes the Land Raider Crusader from GoldenChicken with a massive book on the front. Who is meant to be holding this book? It's huge. Is that a book for Dreadnoughts or something? So they can reinforce off this Crusader now, get some health and energy regen off it too. And it does good suppression stuff. So might help this big melee blob of Eldar Doom. They are coming mid to fight toe to toe. Not sure if they have any webway shenanigans. Oh, looks like we do have a webway on the east side there. Maybe they have one on the west side as well. Orbital comes in. And a Tempest, it looks like. Right Lance getting DPS in. The guided Right Lance bot Furious Intervention comes in. So, uh-oh. Big Ordo Malleus push. Eldritch, not sure if anything can follow it up though. That would have been a hell of a fight if that Orbital didn't come, and that Orbital really messed up the charge of the Eldar there. They tried to stick around and fight it, but I mean that's so much stuff. That's so much stuff. Did they actually lose anything? Amazing Orbital, says GoldenChicken, so maybe they did. Sergeant Smith's Orbital, I think. Don't have any Grey Knight Terminators. We got a Fire Prism on the way. 199 to 79. Eldar not out of it yet, but they need a big fight to go their way. Do they have a... No, they don't have a webway over here. I feel like they should have a webway over here. And when the fighting starts, just send like Guardians or something over here to decap the VP. I'm sure they just want all hands on deck for the fight. There's that Tempest from the Daemonhunter, level 10, Armor of Damnation. Just got all the armor upgrades in this game. Oh, Psychic Assailment on these fellas here. And they do now have fallback plan. You might have spotted the Incendiary Grenade going in. Eversor gets the cap. They're not waiting around, the Ordo Malleus. Level 7 Eversor Assassin here. This should be a good fight for Eldar. Everything needs to run. They got away. Uh-oh. A lot of damage for the Farseer. Tries to put Fortune on herself, but can't quite do it. Maybe should have thrown it on the Avatar, or on the Autark instead. Where's the Fire Prism at? Oh, it's right there. Hamas. There's Holy Grounds. There's an Eldritch. Eldritch hits one of the Vortimers. Oh, it's game over anyway. Triple cap was up for the Ordo Malleus. Nice game. Really nice game. So some high-level stuff. Good use of the heroes. Level 8 Brother Captain is down. Level 10 Daemonhunter was a menace. Level 8 Eversor. Also some awesome chargy death Eversor plays. Farseer level 6. Level 7 Warp Spider did have anti-grav at the end, which would have been great for big fights involving the paladins and things. But yeah, their charge got stuffed by that orbital. And a level 3 Warlock who had no war gear whatsoever, really. But there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Big thanks to these players for playing a faction war, and the Tenso, of course, for getting this replay for me. I'll see you guys next time.